Yeah, and this war is just a matter of luck. Like my house, where with wooden walls, was standing like 3 meters away from. It was a rented house from the house of the landlord, and his house is totally destroyed by a missile. It was just burning out, and I was surprised that the fire didn't went on my house. So it's really a matter of luck.
When the war started, I was really missing home and just missing some pieces of identity, and we are really united currently as a nation, you know. And I wanted simply to to have it in my body forever as well.
Maybe the most difficult part for me is just to get used that I'm not at my place, and that I don't know where can I come back home.
And also, I guess the obvious part, but it's in every country, is kind of loneliness, yeah, because you only arrive with your family, but you don't have your friends there. It's also difficult to make friends.
I don't know now. Maybe it's the best opportunity for us, but like my heart wants to go home.
For now, and in my past, I'm artist and illustrator from Ukraine. So with me and my 3 children, we are living there for all the time. And now we are in Portugal as a refugees. No one was expecting that, but yeah, I really didn't expect that, because when I was packing my backpack, I didn't think I was, in some time I would be in Europe, somewhere in another country. The first day when it started, I really was shocked because I heard the sound of a coming bomb.
I was a bit afraid, but I can't believe that it was bombing. But we realized that the war was started. But we can't believe that it could be true, to be honest.
And I was thinking about which country to go, and I remembered I was once in Portugal before. I remember that it was a very safe country, and we came here. Yeah. I just also wrote the Facebook post about I need to stay in Portugal, where should I go first, what to do. And I was searching in some towns there. I just wrote the names of these towns. And one of them was Castro Daire. Daniela had messaged me, and we went to her place. People in village also were incredible. We were walking there, and between these kind of cows, and goats, and sheep, and I really enjoyed. And I could stay there because I liked that place. But children need more social life, especially grown-up children. Svetlana's friend Natasha was here with her daughter, and yeah, she gave us the contact of Anna, and then we were moving on in this situation, and Anna had found another girl, and all this happened, and then they found us this beautiful apartment. So we are lucky. We were waiting for a long time, like for children to go to school. But then they found this opportunity to put us to these nice schools, and I know they are expensive, they are good. And today, for example, a lady from the school, she was proposing us to say me if we want to stay for the next year with them, and they don't charge us as refugees. I have nothing to complain about, me and my sister, because it's very, what your country is giving to us is more than enough.
Sometimes we were crying because of that, because it's just to have so many like warmness according to you, and it was like really nice.
So for me, it's not a problem. I know I will learn language very fast, but maybe children are suffering more. Ні, борщі немає.
Я один спробую.
Добре. Come to another country, of course you have to be ready to respect the rules, the people from this country, the traditions, and I don't have any bad feeling because of that, because it's very interesting. You see the other tradition, the other culture, and it's enriching you, it doesn't make me poor or my culture more poor. It's still, you can just enjoy the culture of other people.
Yesterday Zahar was at his friend, at his classmate place somewhere out of Porto, and he really liked it a lot. Да, Захар?
Yeah?
Розказуй, що було.
Та не можу.
Ну ти ж вчора англійською розмовляв.
Так.
You talked?
Yeah, we all want to move back, but for me it's like you always have to think about this balance. But I'm not ready to go if they don't say that the war ends, because I don't want to hear again the sounds of missiles and all this. I'm living in stress now, but I think in Ukraine I can live even in more stress, and I'm not ready to deal with that.
Back in winter 2022, we were traveling on Azores Islands, as it was our dream before, and then the war started, so that's how we ended up here.
This is Theo.
Hello.
Basically, first of all, we are really, really lucky not to see it with our eyes, but we are still hugely and massively affected. The hardest thing for me is to merge this gap, to be able to live my life properly here, and also to be able to support my remaining family in Ukraine, my friends in Ukraine, and my identity. That was a hard scene because that was the beginning of a war. I have two grandmothers. One of my grandmothers, she has aplastic anemia, but back then we didn't know what's that. We just knew that it's a hematological disease and she needed blood transfusions. So she was treated in Kyiv in a hospital, but when the war started, she was asked to get home, and after that the hospital was bombed even. We were talking with her, and she was scared. She's 82 and she doesn't know English or Portuguese for sure. She never traveled abroad before and she didn't plan to. I was simply lucky, I believe, to go to the protest here with Ukrainians and with a lot of Portuguese people as well. And then there I met Anna, who turned out to be an activist and just a nice person, and she suggested us her help. She actually made a fundraising campaign and raised some money for getting two volunteers to Poland and grabbing my grandmas, both of them with cats, and with my pregnant friend and a small kid of her back here. So my task was to get my grandmas through the border, and it was truly hell.
Клоняюся до самої землі.
Бабусь, все добре. Добре, я передам. Добре. А за чим ти в Україні ще маєш найбільше зараз?
Ну, за людьми, знаєте, все своє.
So what my grandma says is that she is really, really grateful to doctors here because given the conditions currently in Ukraine, she won't be alive. Simply, and she understands it fully. So she's really sad about the fact that she was at such risk, but she's really, really happy to be able to have this care, and she's so thankful to doctors, first of all. She also said that that life here is nice, people are really nice, and weather is nice, but she misses home. Still and the most, because it just all her life is there, and all people whom she cares about, a part of her close family that are here to us, are also there. So she meets them and thinking about it all the time, basically. So we don't know But it's really likely that we will stay because of simply getting used to the place and because of Theo as well. And I also don't have a lot of illusions considering the tempo that Ukraine will need to be rebuilt. So it seems that we are trying to build a little bit of life here for some maybe years.
Nice.
In Ukraine, I worked as a chess coach, so I taught children how to play chess. Maybe a year ago, I understood that something will happen, and I understood that I should do something to avoid this for myself and for my family. In September, I arrived to Portugal to study. Marina stayed in Ukraine first, and we had plan that she will join me only in summer 2022. During the Olympic game, I understood that war may start very, very soon. That's why I asked her to go to Poland at the end of Olympic game, just for several weeks to see what will happen. And of course, I also went to Poland to her. So we met in Poland, and after several days war started. So we were very lucky. We haven't seen war.
That's a very good question. Actually, because I didn't want to go to Poland. We had a big argument.
Yes.
And Filip just bought me a flight ticket. I was very angry. I also thought that the war can start.
My mother.
Some kind of unofficial tournament. And I will.
And what rhythm do you have decided?
I think 5 + 3 will be okay.
Okay.
People are really wonderful. We are really happy to be in this community.
Livre tem vindo sempre. Depois, a partir de certa altura, ele foi buscar a Marina também veio e agora tem vindo sempre os dois. Portanto, todas as nossas quintas-feiras à noite, que são dias de convívio de xadrez, temos estado sempre com eles. E eles têm-nos ajudado muito, porque sabem bastante mais de xadrez do que nós. Portanto, não somos nós que estamos a ajudar a eles. São eles que nos ajudam. E tem sido muito interessante isso. The king is obliged to move.
Yes.
It's the only place.
And then it's right. Yes. Yeah, that's it. This pawn control this way. We saw how many children are dying in Ukraine, how many children are in trouble. So that's why I think we are planning, if everything will be okay, we are planning to maybe to stay here and to have children here. We just want to be like a normal part of Portugal society.
I am not so sure that Filip, I'm absolutely sure that I would stay here forever, because I want to go home. I don't know would I live there or not, or would I live here or not, but I have a strong will to go back to my parents, for example.
Olá, boa tarde, tudo bem? Não compreendo. Eu preciso saco, por favor.
Eu gosto Ucrânia e Portugal.